A furious cloud of savanna dust detonates as a 150-pound warthog sprints for its life. A hungry leopard closing in at 40 miles per hour. With inches to spare, the pig slams the brakes, spins on a dime, and executes a chaotic, screeching reverse parallel park straight into a subterranean hole. It does not charge in face first. It jams itself rear first into the dark abyss, transforming its massive, bone-dense skull and hyper-sharp upper tusks into an impenetrable biological front door. Outside, the baffled leopard snarls uselessly at a barricade of solid snout and blade-like keratin before retreating into the twilight. Fortress secured, apex predator defeated. But as the warthog settles into a heavy, snoring sleep, a sinister realization dawns. The true nightmare isn't pacing outside in the moonlight. The warthog hasn't built a fortress. It has squatted in an abandoned underground mansion, originally excavated by an aardvark. In this humid, pitch-black microclimate, protected from the scorching African sun and freezing night winds, the temperature remains perfectly stable. It is the ultimate natural sanctuary in a brutal savanna. But as our infrared macro lens zooms into the loose dirt floor, the sandy subterranean walls begin to squirm. The soil is alive. Thousands of soft-shelled ornithodoros ticks are crawling out of the dust, driven by carbon dioxide plumes to feast on fresh flesh. Unlike hard-bodied ticks that cling for weeks like stubborn hitchhikers, these soft ticks are stealth-action biological vampires designed for high-speed, brutal midnight raids on sleeping hosts. While the weary pig slumbers, the arachnid army swarms its face, targeting the exposed skin around its eyelids, snout, and nostrils. They don't linger. In a rapid 20-minute feeding frenzy, each soft tick inflates like a grotesque, blood-soaked water balloon, then immediately detaches and vanishes back into the dirt to lay thousands of eggs. It is the ultimate absurd evolutionary trade-off. The warthog traded a 5-minute high-stakes sprint against a big cat for an inescapable, lifelong subscription to an underground midnight blood buffet. But just as the parasitic feeding frenzy reaches a fever pitch inside the dark cavern, the dramatic irony deepens into a terrifying biological chemical attack that threatens to end our hero's night permanently. These subterranean parasites carry a biological biohazard payload: African swine fever, a catastrophic virus capable of liquefying the internal organs of domestic swine in a matter of days. As hundreds of infected mouth parts puncture the warthog's face, the pathogen surges directly into its bloodstream. Suddenly, the sleeping giant twitches violently. Its heavy snout thrashes against the claustrophobic tunnel, kicking up suffocating plumes of dirt as subterranean pandemonium erupts in total darkness. The pig snorts wildly, violently shakes its armored head against the earthen ceiling, and snaps its tusks at invisible shadows. It looks like game over, a tragic, ironic biological trap where the ultimate predator hideout delivers a gruesome subterranean death sentence. Except, nature loves a good plot twist. Show a pig panicking in the dark, and you expect a total viral meltdown. But as the subterranean dust clears, the warthog suddenly stops thrashing, lets out a massive, unbothered pig grunt, and simply goes right back to sleep. Here lies the ultimate evolutionary cheat code. Over millions of years of coexisting inside these parasite-infested burrows, the warthog unlocked an immune system forged from absolute genetic titanium. While African swine fever utterly devastates domestic farm pigs worldwide, wild warthogs possess a secret genetic shield. They operate as silent, indestructible viral reservoirs, harboring the pathogen, feeding the tick army, and completely ignoring the deadly symptoms without batting a single tear. Golden dawn breaks across the savanna skyline. The sun paints the horizon, and the frustrated leopard is long gone. Out of the aardvark hole emerges our warthog, dusted in red earth, covered in fresh tick bites, but completely unfazed by the lethal biological cocktail coursing through its veins. It vigorously shakes off the dirt, flashes its formidable lower tusks, and trots cheerfully into the morning light to forage for roots and bulbs. It paid the subterranean blood tax, survived a terrifying night inside a living parasite nursery, and casually tanked a deadly virus, all before breakfast. The underground bunker may be a horrifying trap, but in the wild savanna, a bloody night beats being dinner every single time.